Hey everybody, welcome back to another Your Tech Report video, and today we're going to be talking about why I switched from the Astro A50 wireless headphone for the Xbox to the SteelSeries Arctis 7X. And the reason may not be what you think. Now, before we get started, I wanted to thank everyone for the great response that we got to our last video talking about how the Astro series of headphones worked with next-gen consoles, and I'm going to put a link below again. I know I did last time in the last video. I'm going to do it again because there were a lot of questions for individual headphones and how they worked with the Xbox, and since we can't make a video for every one of those, we just linked the general blog post where Astro explains how to update all of your headphones to work with next-gen. I also want to remind everyone to make sure you download the Dolby Atmos app on your next-gen Xbox to make sure you can get that Atmos sound. And last but not least, I did reach out to the folks at Astro regarding sound quality for the headphones with the new systems. And as soon as we hear back, I will let you guys know. But for now, let's get to the main part of the video, which is talking about why I switched to SteelSeries and the Arctis 7X. Now, I want to make this clear from the very beginning. The reason I switched away from the Astro headphones has nothing to do with the quality of the headphones they make. They make wonderful headphones, headphones that I'm still proud to have in my collection, that you guys should be proud to own as well. They're wonderful, great quality, great sound. However, I was having one issue that was more related to my Xbox than actually the Astro headphones themselves, and I was looking for a way that my headphones could help correct that. Now, a lot of you may not know this, and I sure didn't know it till I was fiddling around in my settings menu on my Xbox Series X, that in terms of audio output, your Xbox Series X and Series S can only output Dolby Atmos sound to one source at a time, meaning either the Atmos sound goes to your headphones or it goes to your television / soundbar / home entertainment system. It doesn't do both simultaneously, which means that when you're using your headphones, the Atmos will go to your headphones, and then hopefully when you turn off your headphones, the Atmos sound goes back to your entertainment system or your television. But here's the problem I was having. Whenever I had my, let's say, Astro A20s or Astro A50s hooked up to my Xbox Series X by USB, because as we know, as we talked about in the last video, there's no optical output anymore in the new generation of Xbox consoles. So whenever I'd have my headphones hooked up to my Xbox, they would act as if they were always on, meaning even if the headphones were turned off, my Xbox was still putting the sound to the headphones because they were plugged in, and it made the Xbox think that they were still on. So in order to get the Atmos sound back to my soundbar or my home entertainment system, I'd have to go into settings, go into audio and video settings, go into audio, then make sure I had the output going to my television. And every time I wanted to switch back and forth between playing a game on my headphones or watching a movie on Netflix and having it come out of my soundbar in Dolby Atmos, I'd have to switch it manually. Now, at the end of the day, I know this is a first world problem, not the biggest issue in the world, and not really the fault of the headphones. It's just the way that the Series X and my Astro headphones sort of played together. So I decided I would go on a little bit of a hunt and see if I can find headphones that when you turn them off, even if a little dongle in the back stayed plugged in, the sound would then automatically go back to your television. And I'd heard a lot about SteelSeries over the months, over the years. My nephew had told me about SteelSeries, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to go out, I'm going to buy myself a pair of the Arctis 7X headphones made specifically for next gen, for the Xbox. Actually, they work with almost any system, but they are designed for Xbox, and I tried them out. And by the way, here is what the Arctis 7X looks like, the SteelSeries Arctis 7X. They're really nice. They're really well made. They have this metal band, almost this like ski goggle kind of strap here that lets it sit on your head nicely. Very easy to adjust. Again, build quality, metal, and this fabric, it's just beautiful. It has a microphone, which, by the way, there's a lot of technology in their microphone, noise canceling. The sound is phenomenal, even for the 7X, which is sort of one of their mid-range at about $150 US. Sound quality, both that I hear and how people hear me through the microphone, fantastic. Now, this does come with a dongle. It's a USB-C dongle that comes with an adapter for USB Type-A, so you can just plug it into the back of your Series X. And, the dongle plugs in. You could switch between PC and Xbox. I, of course, put it on Xbox. And my experiment began. I turned on my Xbox. I turned on the headphones. Sure enough, the Dolby Atmos sound deferred right to the headphones. Great. put them on, was gaming with them. As I said, sound quality was phenomenal. I was very happy with the sound quality. People I was gaming with said I sounded terrific. I mean, they weren't talking about me necessarily, just how the microphone worked, but I think I sounded pretty good. And everything was going great. But the big part of the experiment came up next when I actually turned off the headphones here on the power button because, you don't do it from the dongle, you do it from the headphones. I then went into settings. I brought up the settings menu. It showed Dolby Atmos still being used by the headphones. As soon as I turned off the headphones, lo and behold, Dolby Atmos automatically switched back to my television/home entertainment system, and I was thrilled. Now again, this isn't the biggest deal in the world. If you're a happy Astro headphone owner and you don't mind if you have two different things that you want to do with your console when you're gaming, and then when you want to switch back to your home entertainment system to watch a movie and get that Dolby sound, going back and switching manually in settings every time you want to do that, it's not the worst thing in the world. But if you're like me and you kind of like a plug and play experience where as soon as you turn off your headphones, the system automatically diverts the audio properly to your television, then using these will be a godsend. The funny thing is, I tried these out because of this one issue, but then once I started using them and realized how comfortable they were, how great the sound was, how great the microphone was, the battery life of, I believe, 20 hours? Maybe 20 to 24 hours, something like that. Really, once I started wearing them, I kind of didn't want to stop using them. So I came for the audio switching, but I stayed because the headphones were phenomenal. Now again, doesn't mean Astro isn't good. This isn't about pitting Astro against SteelSeries. It all comes down to preference and what you've used before, what you like. Having used both now, I think I'm going to stick with the SteelSeries. I like them that much. In fact, I like them so much, we reached out to the folks at SteelSeries. They're sending us more headphones to try out, to share with you guys. I feel, again, like this was a happy accident where I went for one reason, and now it opened me up to the whole world of SteelSeries, including their great keyboards and other things that they make for the PC audience. So we have a lot of stuff that we're going to be reviewing for you in the future, all because I was having issues with my Xbox and my Astro talking to each other perfectly. So there you go. So if you liked the video, please feel free to leave us a thumbs up if you did enjoy it that much. Also, make sure you subscribe. That way, when we have a new video that comes up, you'll be one of the first to know. And lastly, please leave us a comment below what you think of your SteelSeries or your Astro, how it works with your system. Or do you use another headphone that you want to share with us? Maybe it's something I'd like to try out too, and I can review and share with everyone else. So there you go, the Arctis 7X. I love it, I'm keeping it, and I'm going. I'll see you on the next video.